Today I'm going to talk about why should Americans welcome immigrants and refugees. Imagine being forced to leave everything behind, your home, your friends, your country, not because you wanted to, but because you had no choice. This is the reality for millions of refugees around the world, including myself. Today, the United States is home to millions of refugees and immigrants like me. While we may come from different places, we share the same dreams: safety, opportunity, and a chance to build a better future. As Americans, understanding and supporting refugees is not just an act of kindness, it's a step toward building a stronger, more united society. I speak to you not just as a student in the United States, but as someone who has lived life of a refugee and an immigrant. I started over in countries like Spain, Czech Republic, Turkey, and now I'm living here. This experience have taught me firsthand the challenges and opportunities that come with being a refugee, and they shape the perspective I'm sharing with you today. The first point, economic contributions of refugee. Refugees are not just seeking safety, they contribute significantly to the economical growth of the country that welcomed them. Lawrence Sheet, legal scholar and editor of the Indiana International Comparative Law Review, argues that immigrants and refugees stimulate economical growth by starting businesses and creating jobs. They often work in essential industries like healthcare and constructions, filling labor gaps that native workers avoid. Studies show that cities with more refugees, like Detroit, experience growth in small businesses and local tax revenues. A quote from Lawrence Sheet states, "Immigrants and refugees contribute to government finances positively by paying taxes despite often being unable to access the same benefits as legal residents." Refugees' economic contributions are undeniable, but their value extends far beyond financial benefits. The second point, refugees make communities richer by bringing new traditions and ideas. Lee Quinn, educational researcher, discusses how refugee children in school bring diverse languages and cultures, teaching other students to respect differences. Moving Forward Together says refugees introduce new food, music, and celebrations that make communities more vibrant. Their unique experience inspire fresh ideas and help people work together better. A quote from Liquid Research reads, the inclusion of refugee and immigrant families strengthens our shared humanity and brings cultural divides. Refugees not only enrich communities culturally, but helping them is also a moral obligation. The third point, the humanitarian responsibility. Supporting refugees is a moral and humanitarian duty. Lawrence Sheet reminds us the United States was built by people fleeing persecutions, including its founding fathers. Many refugees escape war and life-threatening danger to protect their families, as shown in the study Foreign Policy Collaboration to Manage Migration in the Americas. So by saying this, I left my country not because I wanted to move to USA. I left because I had no choice. I love my country. And millions of people had the same thing. And most of them leave their country not only because of the war, but because of the political view of their country, or because of the people there, or because of the situation there. And they leave not because they want to go to the other country and just sit there and earn money from government. They want to seek for a new life. Global agreements like the UN Refugee Convention highlights the responsibility to protect refugees. A quote from Lawrence Sheet emphasizes, refugees are survivors seeking safety and a second chance. America must continue to lead by example and show compassion to those in need. In conclusion, I want to say refugees are important for America. They help the economy, bring new ideas and culture, and remind us to care for others. Refugees help by creating jobs and working in places where workers are needed. They bring new traditions, food, and ideas that make life more interesting for everyone. Helping refugees is the right thing to do because they need safety and hope for a better life. America has always been a place where people come to find a better life. Let's continue to welcome refugees and support them in building a future here. Think about how you can help refugees, maybe by learning more about them, sharing their stories, or supporting organizations to help them. Before I'm going to move on to the questions, I want to watch a video. It's pretty long, but it's going to be like about 5 minutes. We're going to go over the time, but it's really interesting video. First question, what is your thoughts about the video that we just watched? Do you have any questions? Maybe like, what is your thoughts about this?
It really helps put in perspective of what kind of like goes on. I mean, it was just like a cartoon, but you can like feel the emotion of what happens to them.
Yeah, and it's actually with no languages, so it's like you can watch no voice. It's just you can understand by pictures. So the first question I have: should the United States accept more refugees or fewer? What's your opinion and why? Yeah.
I'd say absolutely. The U.S. should accept as many refugees as they can, but I think it should be done like legally and in an organized manner.
Yeah, I think as well. There's a lot of Ukrainians going in right now with Ukraine for United. It's an organization, so yeah.
I mean, I do believe so. The United States is known as a melting pot. I mean, we're all born from different regions migrants from different times. So to say that to not accept more people that are us is wrong to say, but I do agree it's just more in an organized manner, and the current manner we have right now is not really acceptable or supportive of what should be happening in this respectable way towards everybody that lives in the country, that wants to come here, that's looking for the help and the possibility that we all have in our hands.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. So the second question is, what do you think are the biggest challenges refugees face when they move to a new country? I know this is really hard because like, it's just a unique experience, and if you have, maybe you can have some thoughts about this.
I think maybe the time in between moving from one country to another, I think people can assume that it is like instant when it's really not, and it can take months, even if it years.
Yeah, yeah. As we watched in the video, 100% the biggest problem is documents. Wow, I think this is the biggest problem. You get in Europe, you need to have, every time you go, you need to have a translator, you need to pay for it, it costs a lot of money, so much problems you don't even imagine. So yeah, papers, documents, official to be there, and it's really hard. There's a lot of people who are, they're not illegally, I mean not in say, but in Europe, because they have no chance, because it's really hard, they have just no money for this. Yeah. The third question is, do you believe the United States is doing enough to help refugees? If no, why? If yes, why? What do you think? Yeah.
I believe so because a lot of countries across the world do not have much acceptance or support to people who are in need and help. And a lot of the time, we do see people who are coming to our country to live the American dream, and there is a lot of assistance that's given out to individuals that who are in need. And this is something that is not seen commonly across the globe. And as an individual who has gone back all the way through, traveling through the entire country yourself, I'm kind of curious if you would agree on that or not, in a sense, because I'm not as well versed in travel and changing my living manners, so I may be wrong in that sense. So I'm very open to having that understanding if you would like to inform me.
100%. Listen, USA is just like, 100% like Canada and USA are the biggest in the world. You can say whatever you want about USA. You can say about the wars. You can say about when I came here. I remember first days. Like I'm just saying from my experience, right? When I came here, I had President Dokin. I had all the teachers, professors, all the one who's like in the president's office. Everyone came to me, give me gifts. If you need something, numbers, like the amount of just like how other people in USA they're helping, trying to help. How much community is here? USA, you can, like it's 100%. You can like there is not even a talk about this, a question. Like no one is asking. I ask this just because like, I want to share my own experience, about this as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you for the question. For the fourth question, do you think what are some ways to regular people can support refugees in our communities, like just basic people, like students? What is the best way you can do this? What do you think? Okay, in my opinion, like I did. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say more of just a community, more of just community gatherings and just a set like understanding of each other. Because I know like after COVID, a lot of things changed. A lot, not as many people spend a lot of time just going out and seeing different people, understanding them, being a part of their daily lives. And I feel like if we were able to bring like that back into our communities, especially now with how much changes we're seeing daily across our world and just our country, we might see a lot more openness and opportunity to see the things that other people experience and put ourselves in other people's shoes, while they can also put themselves in our shoes and learn from us. It'll be like a give-take situation.
Yeah, a few days ago I was in Michigan University, one of the first times I really went there, and all the communities I went through, they have how they help other people, not like refugees, immigrants, but students. They help them to go, they have like a community club with other like 20, 30 guys from other countries, they go there and help each other. Like if there is a new guy, freshman, you need a drive license, you need to drive to Walmart, doesn't matter, they're gonna help you because they're just like from your own country, so yeah. Yeah, the fourth question, do you think it's fair to say that refugees and immigrants make America stronger? Why and why not? I could start. Well, let's say there's hundreds and thousands of small businesses right now run by. When I was in this Michigan University, I went to little like there was a lot of restaurants. I went to little truck that had Mexican food. All of them were Spanish speaking. I can speak Spanish. I went there, and it was the best food I ever tasted. I went to other guys who asked me, they know this. Yeah, this was like the best food on the campus. They had a lot of restaurants. So I mean, 100% the amount of small businesses running by international cultural, food, films, like industries are running. So yeah, 100%. I agree that immigrants are helping in paying taxes if they're legal. Yeah. And the last question, what role does culture play when refugees settle in a new country? Is it difficult to balance old traditions with new ones? What do you think? Well, I can start with that. Of course, 100%.
I would imagine so. You're living in a completely different world, grew up in a completely different world from where you knew from growing up at a young age, where you're very impressionable, and then depending on what's going on, if you're moving about or you have to change living standards and you come here to settle down, you have to understand and become open to what is going on in the United States, which is completely different from other worlds, from other countries, and it's just very different and difficult for people. And our language is also very difficult to learn and understand. So I would say it would be a valuable role for the culture they bring over, because that gives us an opportunity to understand the world that they're coming from and why they're coming here, which would make them have an opportunity to develop a new culture and become a part of our culture. Integrate both of their parts in our culture.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, with culture, when you go through also a different country, imagine like going from Canada to you say it's hard, but from other, like my country, absolutely different languages and everything was difficult. But I respect your culture, and people around me try to respect my one. So it's their choice. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.